guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Audrey, I'm 21 years old and I am the dog mom to Rosie and I'm also on the autistic spectrum. So let's get on with today's video. Last week I talked to you about how Rosie's going to be taking her CGC test, which is her Canine Good Citizen test. So I thought I would go over today the items that she will be taking next month the items on the test that she will be. So let's look at it. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to go, if you want to look at this yourself, which is the Canine, you're going to need to go to the American Kennel Club, which is the AKC, and then you can look over the CGC test limits if you would like to look at this with me. So the first thing that your dog will need to be able to do is accept a friendly stranger. So basically the evaluator and handler will greet in a friendly manner. The handler, you'll pretend to shake, you'll shake the hand of the evaluator. The evaluator will completely ignore your dog, and if the dog basically stays calm during that test, they pass this one. And all these tests need to be, this whole test needs to be completely done without treats. So sit politely for petting. Basically the dog needs to sit in a sit and the dog has to accept polite petting from a stranger. So if your dog is anything like mine, that you can have their trainer do this and someone that they are comfortable with. If you are doing this for service work, I mean, if you're doing this for therapy work, I mean, I may want to be, you know, a little less stringent with this because you really want to make sure your dog is liking petting. But if your dog is like mine who doesn't like petting from strangers, what they will do is they'll have them pet under their neck. It's just the most comfortable spot for a dog. It's just the least stressful and it's just the most friendly spot for someone new to go in and pet your dog. So the next thing is appearance and grooming. What my trainer says that basically is they have to look clean and well kept and healthy. They just need to look like they're healthy and well groomed and just overall a healthy, clean looking dog. They don't necessarily have to touch the dog. It will say that it may depend on your evaluator, but mine will not be touching. Out for a walk and a loose lead. Your dog does not have to be in a heel for this, but it will have to go, it has to be going, you have to turn left, right, and do a U-turn. So basically you'll have to turn left, then turn right, or whatever one you want to do first, and then going through a U-turn. This has to be completely done without treats. Again, as for all, you can use praise, and if your dog can do all those things in a loose lead, it doesn't have to be heel, your dog passes this one. So the next one, number 5, is walking through a crowd. So basically your dog needs to be walking in a crowd of at least 3 people, and it just has to be able to be calm walking through that very small crowd. If you're anything like me and has done a lot of service dog training with your dog will most likely be completely fine with this. So then your dog needs to be able to do a sit and down cue and a down and then a sit or down in place, and then coming when called in one of those things. And again, it has to be done with completely without treats, and if your dog passes that, you're on without treats. And then the next one is coming when called. So basically between choosing if your dog is in a sit and a down state, I'm not completely sure if you need to do both, but I think they should just be able to sit or down, whatever your dog is a little better at, and then you have to call them and then they have to come. Past that, again without food. Reaction to another dog is number 8. So basically you need to be at least, I would say, about 10 feet away. So also when it comes to coming when called, this needs to be done within 20 feet. I forgot to say that, and with that it has to be done, your dog, like for example in real life scenarios for me, when I don't have my dog off leash ever because I don't live in an area when that's allowed, and for me, because we're never off leash and it's just not like a priority for me, if she wants to go stop and sniff on the way for her being coming called, it's not something that bothers me, like unless she's coming. And normally I don't know how she knows that if it's an emergency, she's normally pretty good at during that moment, she just knows that she needs to come right now and it's normally fine. So if that does happen and they go off to sniff, you can just redo it. It just can't be done without treats. It has to be done without treats, and you can redo these test items as many times as your dog needs. And then again, we're going to go over number 8 again, reaction to another dog. So basically what your dog needs to do, you need to be able to go past another dog in 10 feet like, hey, hi, hello, and then move on. That's all that needs to be done. You don't need to like shake hands. You don't need to be any closer than 10 feet. Your dog just needs to be like, hey, hi, and then you just need to say hi to the other handler and then go on. If your dog is anything like mine, there has been times during the training that your dog has passed the other dog in a very short distance, so I think this one will be fine. What I'm most nervous about for my dog is the loose leash and the sit and down stay. All the rest I know Rosie will pass naturally, and we don't need to really, but I'm working on all of them, of course. Reaction to a distraction. So basically what it needs to be, again, it has to be about a 20, I think it has to be, hold on, I got confused. I didn't hit the plus. I'm sorry about that. So basically what it needs to be, your dog needs to have 2 distractions. So basically like, you know, dropping something on the ground, walking a cart by, and they just need to have a normal okay. They don't necessarily need to look at you. They just need to have an appropriate reaction. My dog is pretty good at this, even with her noise phobias. And then number 3 is supervised separation. So basically what this means is you're going to leave your dog with your evaluator or whoever's taking the test with you. You have to leave them with that person and you have to go away for 3 minutes, and the dog just has to calm. The evaluator can talk to the dog. The dog just cannot get treats during this time again, and it is okay. One thing that I ask is sometimes when my dog misses me, she'll jump up on me. That is completely fine. It can't just jump on the evaluator. So if the dog sees you and like, oh my gosh, hey, hello, it is completely fine. So we have been practicing this for about a few weeks now. Currently it is July 4th. It's 4th of July, Managed Fireworks Day. So I meet with my trainer next week, and I think we're going to just do an overall practice, see how we do. I think she takes the test in August, and so I think we're ready to go, and I think we'll be ready to have a successful test. So let me know if you're planning to take this test with your dog. I didn't know if you guys would want this video, but I just thought it would be a good thing for me to repeat so I can remember all the items. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss one of my lovely videos. Bye guys, we'll see you guys next week. Have an amazing day.